Okay, so what we're doing, first off, we just finished a run. Our time wasn't the greatest, but 9:45, we're still getting there. I essentially just wanted to go through a little bit of a guide on doing 5x3 Trinity, and been a group right now with Inverse Chroma, Tenshua's Volt, and Ammo's Hero. And we are running into a little bit of a complication because Tenshu is running, he's loading late, so when we spawn bombs, you only get two, and because of that, Inverse having a little bit of trouble charging up this first lure for quick charge. But, things have still been working despite a little bit of funk, let's call it. And what we're going to do is we waypoint bombs, like we just did for Chroma. We come over here to Terror List. We're going to help for the first two shields, nothing more. And all I'm trying to do right now is proc Virtuous Shadow. And I don't see shields yet, so I'm just going to fire. Because, there's shield. Okay, we do have our shield. We'll shoot through it to get more crit damage. And SD. We always want to let your Chroma know that the shields are down so that, if they have the charged lure, they can break the limb and we're good. So everything is up to schedule. A little bit slow. If we look at the time, we're at 55 seconds. But it'll do. And then we come over here. His head's down, so I can actually get Virtuous Shadow just by proccing at the ground. You'll see it in the top right-hand corner. But I'm going to go over here, snag a Wisp, and shoot. And shield's down, broke the limb, so we'll go and get our lures. And we're going to get 4 of them. I'm coming over here to snag this one just because it's on the way. But typically, all the lures that we're going to get are around this area. So as soon as we fly in, come in, I'll snag this lure, go up here, and we'll have 2 different ones to find in this spot. They will vary, but as long as you're flying around, there are only like 5 different spots that they can spawn. So if you just give it a once-over and fly, you'll be able to snag them all. And ordinarily, the other one that you'd be getting is right over here. I just wanted to show you. But we already have our 4, so let's go ahead and get back. And might even be a little bit late here. They might scream at me, but I wanted to show you that extra camp. Like, they can deal with it. And if you notice, I had 3 charges left in Matter-Eye. So I just used my Prism to blow out all my stacks. And I advise using the 6th Prism, the second one in Fortuna, the Vox Solaris, just because if you just press it for a second, you'll blow out all your charges. And you typically want to type to keep track of all of your charges. So right now, we're at 2 out of 3, so I typed that for Chroma. And one thing, this is actually kind of a cool thing to keep in track of, because Chroma has this first charge lure. So Chroma is going to teleport it over there to the island. So what I can do is I can stay here for a second, a little while longer, and kill bombs that are spawned that the rest of the team kind of ignored. Now I don't really need to in this scenario because all of our lures got fully charged. But if they didn't, you do have a window period where you can just kind of hang out, stay in operator form, and try to get more lures charged. But you'll want to do it just like I'm doing here with Void Dashes, and you'll need the Matter-Eye Fire Path as well as the one that allows your dashes to do direct damage. So, like as you do unlock the chart, that will be the thing to do. And when you're doing this first shield break on Gauntless, as soon as his shield breaks, you have to run. You have to run away, because you want to force these lures to spawn. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to wait for the second shield break, and I want to see where he's going to be standing when he falls after this limb break. And, okay, so he's going to be balancing presumably between this spot and this spot, so I have to run back over here, leave a lure, because I'm going to have to run away to get more lures. So that lure we're just going to kind of hope is safe. And now we're going to move on to the third limb break. Okay, third one's done. But as soon as this 4th shield is broken, I'm going to cast Bless, and I'm going to run back to those same spots and collect lures, like I just did. And those are the most central spots in the map, and they're just really easy to deal with. So those are the ones we use. So I'm going to jump back into Arcling, and I'm going to spam some energy pads. I'm going to move on over here, and we're going to get this lure. And there's a quick hack button to use ciphers, and it's default Y. I pressed Y, but you might have changed it. So I'm just dashing around to these different spots that the lures are. And you'll want to stay in the Arcwing the whole time. If you're not used to that, if you're used to jumping out, it's going to take some time to get used to, and it's going to be weird. But don't worry about it. You'll be fine. And we like really moved this guy. He stumbled very far this direction, so I'm glad that I'm guessing that Chroma grabbed it, because ordinarily he might have teleported if someone didn't, right? But either case, looks like we're good. We do have all 6 lures, so it didn't get destroyed by Gaunt. Sometimes it will. 3 out of 4. So I'm just letting the team know. But at this point, Trinity's hardest job is over. So we've... He said he parked it as an ally. There we go. And 506. I usually don't call that. I usually just call the ones we need. So for example, in Terry, you need 3. In Gaunt, you need 6. Or no, you need 4. And essentially what I'm saying is the charged lures. So Terry consumes 2 charged lures, so you need 3 because you want to have a charged lure to leave, like we did at Gauntletist. So that, like, because I'm running away to get more lures, so the like if we park it there, Gauntletist can just stay. But because you leave it there, you of course have to grab it again. So that's what Tenshu was doing. He had snagged it, and I had to grab it back from him. But we have our 3 charged lures, so we can just kind of look forward to fighting the Hydralist here and see how it goes. Our time seems relatively decent. Nothing like too particular has happened, but I need to run. I need to run to force these lures to come over. Awesome. Because if they stay at the island, which they will want to do, they'll teleport away, and that's bad. So we want to keep the island here, and we want to whoop its butt. And pop. Oh, I also did a bad thing. If you look in the top right-hand corner, I have really low VS charges. So if you remember at the end of Terrorlist, we were like we blew out all of our stacks, or rather I did. Blew out all of my stacks so that I could charge full 8 stacks. And because I kind of fucked that up at Gaunt, that I'm not going to be as helpful as I should be in this Terrorless shield breaking endeavor. Now I'll still be fine, like I'll be able to do something, but it won't be near as impactful as it should be, because I should have at least like 10x charges by now while I have 8. But we'll shoot up, and we're still doing about 10k damage. That's what most people should be doing in one shot, but we're doing it over 2 shots. Which is impactful, but could be better. Separately, if you do look at all the buffs I have in the top right-hand corner, we have Wisps that we're picking up from Chroma. We have... oh, shit. I died. That's not a big deal. I'll just respawn. My... didn't have too many charged up stacks. But we have Magus Melt, so when I'm dashing, that's what I'm getting right there is Magus Melt stacks. And I should also be getting VS... Oh, like right there, that's a VS Strike. And that's going to increase my crit chance, so when we're shooting this bad boy, he's just going to be taking even more damage. But one of the benefits of Magus Melt is that it'll actually allow your amp to do enough damage, if you have enough Matter stacks, that you can shatter limbs. It's probably annoying to Inver when I do it, but maybe a lot of things that I do fall into that category. And there's a big interplay between a Chroma and a Trinity player, because it's Trinity's job to get lures, but if, like, let's say Gaunt's starting and none of my lures are charged because we just couldn't get them at Terry, I have to park that lure on the island while everyone else is turning in shit, like turning in their shards, and Chroma is going to pick up that lure, and while the rest of us Matterai people are off, pew-pewing trying to break the shield, Chroma will be trying to charge that lure to make up for our team's error.